Now, we've been buying cars since we started this channel 7 or 8 years ago, and we've never ever gone back to a seller.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
We did feel it was bad enough to go back to the seller.
Alright guys, welcome to a new episode, and we are literally right back where we finished off on the last one, which is cutting up the car to, fingers crossed, make this thing actually steer. So Neil has, you've cut a sliver, have you?
I would call it an inspection hole.
Well, I mean, we're fairly committed at this stage. We have an inspection hole.
There's not a lot of space in there, is it? Inside. Oh, wow.
Oh God, don't make those noises.
Right. Hasn't gone amazing, Josh, because all we have done is realise that now we're going to hit the inner sill.
Literally everything on this car, you try and figure it out, and there's just one problem
has to come off
after another.
and then we have to take off.
Oh God.
There. Is that structural?
Grinding, hammering,
Probably not.
and figuring out.
I think we need Wayne's bigger hammer.
Okay, so we're going to go in steps of how dramatic we have to go, which is the first.
We've got to cut away that.
First step is hit with a hammer. Maybe a spoiler here. There's going to be a lot of cutting on this episode. I'm not figuring out. I'm not gonna lie, we may have dramatized that at the end of the video because I don't want to say it. In fact, I'm not gonna say it. Oh, Jesus! Oh! Hey Neil,
Hey.
you're going in the right direction.
Yeah. Right.
That's not bad.
Better. But like, oh, this one's going to come right out. Oh, do you want some tinfoil for your dinner? One lady on her.
Oh my God.
I suppose for anyone that's saying that we're doing this to a mint shell, we're not.
What on earth? Do you want to?
Let's put that back on.
Yeah. Let's pretend we never saw that. Go on. There we go. Sorted.
You know what we needed? Something else on the list.
Oh yeah, like I love just, you know, like you get near the middle of the end of the list and then sucker punch right to the back of the head, like.
Add to the list. Rust. Lots of it.
You're right, Neil.
Yeah, just give me a minute.
Right, let's see. Ooh. Where are we hitting now?
Oh, still hitting the car, Josh.
I can tell you. It's definitely a improvement.
Okay, so we have come across a little bit of good news, I think, that just then when we were doing the lock, we are pretty much almost on full lock. There's only one rotation of the steering wheel before you get to full lock. So, as you saw, we have broke out the air hammer.
Persuader.
The persuader, the massager, as Wayne calls it. Give it the lock. So one rotation. I mean, we're hitting still.
Can I show you how much lock we've got so far, Josh? Because I don't think you understand how much we've got. Call it 40 mil. Call it. It'll be 70 when it's welded.
So we're at a point where we're not too bad, I think. I mean, I don't think we're going to have the best lock in the world. I don't think this is
90% lock.
Yeah, this is never going to be Wise Fab lock. I feel we got a bit lucky. Well, maybe not lucky, but it just went a bit better than we thought. Cutting away there. What we didn't want to see was the rust, and we saw a lot of it. And as Neil said, we're probably a few days in repairing all the rust work and everything like that.
It's only on this side, Josh.
We haven't checked the other side. Oh. Oh God, that's. God, that's. It's not as bad. Well, that really just appeared there. We have rust. This is something we really didn't want to find. With an already ambitious timeline to get this done, this was going to push us back a lot. So Neil started grinding away and poking at the rust to get an idea of what we're dealing with. And by the looks of that hand gesture, he wasn't too happy about this.
Okay, right now, we're not in the best situation. We have a pretty expensive car with a lot of rust. And if I'm going to be honest, this isn't just a problem we're having, but with lots of cars brought in from Japan. Because these cars are becoming more and more expensive, and the grade system of what they get brought through the auctions, obviously the higher grade, the higher the price, it could be between 5, 10, even 20,000 euros on a better quality car. So what's going on is in Japan, these cars are being essentially bodged up, patched up to get a better grade, therefore they could be sold for a higher price. And unfortunately, that's the risk that you take bringing in cars, that you only get a few pictures and a walk around the car, and you can't obviously see the extent of what the car is actually like underneath, which is what we found when we put it up onto a ramp and we could see the full extent of it, which, as you've seen, isn't great. Now, we've been buying cars since we started this channel 7 or 8 years ago, and we've never ever gone back to a seller. We've bought cars that have been lemons, we bought cars with problems, and we've always sucked it up and fixed it our side, and we've never gone back or complained or badmouthed or anything. Now, with this particular car, we did feel it was bad enough to go back to the seller. We paid full price for the car from a classic car dealer. We didn't get a cent off the asking price because we felt what we paid for a perfect car wasn't perfect. Now, obviously, you take this risk when buying these cars. You can always find things, and in this situation, I honestly believe that the seller didn't know about this because, let me tell you, if he did know about this, he would have given me a lot of money off the asking price and not drove such a hard bargain. So, we did contact the people that sold us the car. It's a car dealer called Kazu. If you're watching the series, obviously that you know that's where we got it from. And we have worked out a deal where he's compensated us back a bit of the money for the rust, where we're both in a happy situation with the deal, which is incredibly nice of them to do that. I think we're well out of any written contract or anything. It's through their goodwill that they've done this. And honestly, I think they've made what could have been a bit of a sour situation right again. And like I said, I can't stress this enough. They weren't trying to sell on a lemon. This is a problem that's happening from Japan, where these cars are being bodged up into a way that they look very presentable from the outside, but when you go digging, there is some bad things to be found, as Neil is finding out now.
Josh, if you come across this video, it means it's too late for me. I have succumbed to rust, and I am no longer able to continue. Bye.
So I'm not saying this is a warning or anything out there, but I would say this is a kind of a message for anybody out there looking to buy old Japanese cars or old classic cars in general, is to take that bit more time to actually check over them, because as you've seen, it's not as they may appear, and you may have to dig a little bit deeper just to make sure that you don't get caught out with anything, because it is going on. You hear more and more stories of this, of imports coming in. So yeah, just be careful out there.
So, with the arches pushed back and welded, we actually achieved full lock. But we still had the problem of the rust. You can see rust poking through there that's come from there. Oh god, just a disaster. Unfortunately, that bit corroded away when Neil started hammering it, and then we've got the bit up here. But again, we're going to wait till we chop off there and address that. So I'm going to let Neil crack on with all the rust repair and everything like that, and I think I'm going to start, I don't know why I got trusted with this part, chopping the front off. We're going to go little by little because we're not entirely sure where we have to chop, so we're going to chop this top layer off and then work our way down. Just to give a bit of an example, we thought that was a dramatic cut, and back at the strut tower would be the new line that we've cut to get rid of all this, so hopefully the wheel can turn. Purists, turn away. Let me just say, it's a good job we're cutting this out, I think. And I wouldn't look at this ruining the chassis anymore. I would look at it as saving one now. This whole process was massively time consuming, but we wanted to do it right, so hopefully we'd never have to go back and do it again. Anywhere you uncover, there is just rust. Patch made, which is well, it's better than the rust that was there, which is now all scattered along the floor.
Wait, where is the piece that we took out? I think that was there.
Yeah, we're really in at the deep end here.
I might have slipped.
We're only meant to cut there and then it cut here. So yeah, we're in at the deep end here, but it's only up from here, I would say. Or it can only get better from here. This test is testing Neil.
On the edge.
Okay, so what you don't need when you're on a tight deadline is a distraction. Did your toolbox arrive?
Yeah. No rust on this box.
The reason for this is he doesn't like the way that we work and lose tools.
When I say we work, Josh uses the floor.
This is Neil's toolbox for all his tools, and you have a lot more specialized tools. Is that your hat drawer?
It's my hat drawer.
So along that, the guys from SV have come down and gave us more surfaces because apparently the floor isn't a good enough surface.
Workbench, Josh.
Well, yeah, apparently that is a workbench. So Yeah, things are changing around here.
They're going to build everything up on a bench. It'll be the same mess, but it'll be at this height.
Have we got 2 of these as well?
Yeah, 2, yeah.
2 benches, Neil.
What a day.
What a day. And you know what I'm most excited about? Check out what they brought us. They brought us lunch.
Because we can't go. Because we have this to do.
It's all right. And you know what? We'll have a table to put it on at the end of this instead of just the side.
Next time we're going to get a kettle.
One thing at a time.
Yeah, here we go. Here's 2 rules, Josh. Don't borrow them. Don't move them. Don't touch them. Don't even look at them.
Is that sticker just for me?
Just for Josh.
I just want to say a big thank you to SP Tools for the continued support to us. And I'm going to put a link down below for any of you watching that are interested and want to check out their full range.
Right, thank you guys for coming down. Thank you for, and actually setting up the table. I can't promise that service from them, but with what we've got to do, that's much appreciated. And along with the table, they also have a bunch of goodies for us. Now, some of these are going off to Driftmasters. We have Imperial sockets and Allen keys because the low brain car has a lot of that stuff, with it being a V8 and everything like that. Hopefully we never have to open that because it is a compression tester, and let's be honest, if you're compression testing something, it's never a good situation. Along with a few things that Neil wanted: belt sander, drill bits, and this little sander. Neil, you're only asking for a light earlier.
Ah, thanks, bud.
Ooh. Not even harsh white.
The job of the rust was a constant debate of how far we should go, and it went on for days. As you can see here, it's in a really tricky spot right behind the dash, and we really didn't want to take the dash out, so I had to go inside the car with an air gun to make sure nothing set on fire.
That is the rust repairs done. Neil has not had the best day.
No.
So that's literally one of the jobs that you get somewhere and you think you're going forwards and you find rust and you literally go 20 steps back. It's less rusty now.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely left rusty. But we haven't gone anywhere.
So yeah, we didn't go too much into depth on that because it's just a long, boring job of just, yeah, grinding and filling and welding and grinding and filling and welding. Yeah, so rust done, and now we can move on to at least what I think is the funner job. Not too sure about Neil, but I think that's at least make it aesthetically nice for when you take the front clamshell off, I guess. Not that we're really ever going to take the front clamshell off. So just to go through quickly, we've plated off that to give it a bit of structure for what we're about to do, along with here, because the metal is scary to think what this car was like before, isn't it? It's like
the integrity of a Coke can.
Okay, the plan, as you saw from that skillful sketch just then. So as we showed, we had the base plates here, and the original plan.
Bendy bars.
That's as good as I would have explained it. And one thing we did notice when the clamshell's on the front is it's, well,
Saggy.
that is not the strongest, and well, up there isn't really helping any of the sag. So we wanted to add a bit of structure to it.
Piece for like just sitting on 4 clips.
It's a heavy piece for what is flimsy metal. So the plan is to build a structure over there, but this part is gonna sit on, and then, well, we're not really sure how we're gonna do this. We have some tube and a tube bender, and we've never done this before, but we're gonna try and add some metal from there to the box, which should, probably the first time in the chassis's life, have a bit of structure to the front.
Yeah, pretty.
So we have the box that we have, and seeing as Neil's been so annoyed during this project of all we've given him is crusty, shitty metal, and he can't really...
Say them words, but like...
You're right, he didn't say those words. I think he actually said worse. So there's finally a nice bit of metal. So this is your time, Neil. This is your time to shine.
Well done.
He's been saying he's been a great welder, and this is. Yep. I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of this one.
Oh no. The internet welders. Ooh, we should have done it this way. Ooh, we should have done it that way. Ooh.
Anyway, let's see how this goes. Gonna finish up the rest of this and figure out how to get bars from there to there. Okay, so we have our scrap metal that we stole. Which, yeah.
Borrowed.
Well,
Unreturning.
borrowed for lifetime ever.
Keeps till it rusts.
So this is something that someone's bent already, and it's not really worked out for them, which is working out for us right now.
Yeah. We're just gonna rub it. Put a bend in it.
Just gonna utilize the bend that's already there. So what are we doing roughly?
Roughly, we're gonna eyeball it.
So that's gonna go from there and bend that down.
Bend that down.
Simple as that. Lemon squeezing.
Yep. Don't get in your eye.
I'm a little surprised this actually bends this quite well, because it is actually quite thick steel, this. Looks a bit dodgy from this angle. I will say, not bad for a first attempt.
Yeah, let's see how it fits.
You know what, I'm not really too sure how necessary this is, but it does bring the front together, doesn't it?
Literally.
You happy?
This is the last thing we have to do, and then like, the car's done.
Done. There's a long list. Right, tack these up. Actually, weld these up. It's not working. No, you might actually have to do this.
You physically do it.
Yeah. So this is this finito. This is all the chassis work done.
Yeah, look.
Whoa!
Would have done this last week.
Well, I mean, you could have, but you would have fallen through it. Look at it, we've got a little gymnastic pole.
Edit it back.
So literally, the only thing that we have left to do is to seam seal all this up and to paint
So
it.
rust again.
Yeah. Or just for the crack, do you want to just leave it so it rusts again, just to match the rest of the car?
For the next owner.
So yeah, this chassis is, I'm not going to say 100%, but I would say it's 100% better than what it was before. Right, so let's finish all this up, get the kit fitted properly so we can put everything back on, and well, I'd say before we take it off, we can take it for the first test drive to see if this thing will hold together.
You're driving.
Okay, so all seems sealed up, and I know it doesn't look the prettiest, but at the end of the day, it's not there to be pretty. It's there to make sure that no more water gets in, so fingers crossed this thing won't rust anymore. So we're gonna let this dry and move on to the back of the car, where we have the exhaust that isn't in the correct position. So the plan, and as everything on this car, the plan's not as easy as we thought it would be.
We adapt, we improvise.
And we have a notepad.
Very great. Oh, we got SP now. Notepad. Success is built with SP tools.
Doesn't say drift games there, does it? Okay, so that's the exit of the exhaust, right?
The exit of the building, come out.
So we've got a mock exit. We need 3 pipes.
Josh wants 3 pipes.
We need 3 pipes coming through there to fill the gap. This is what Neil's day looks like.
As Josh would say, just wedge that in there.
So connect those up and then connect it to the rest of the exhaust, and that's literally as easy as it gets.
Simple.
Simple.
Bottle.
And I'm going to do the boring job so I can leave Neil alone. And whilst Neil did that, I got some stone chip to paint the inside of the arches. Then for the front I used Seal It, which is really good for covering bare metal, and also it leaves a really nice finish. Okay, so there's been quite a big cut since the last time we switched the cameras on, and behind me we it looks like we're going backwards here. So the exhaust is, well, almost done, but as things go in here, when stuff's going kind of alright, it just gets worse. So the bandsaw blade has gone blunt, so we had to put a stop to the exhaust today because it wasn't cutting straight. The front, well, that's about the only thing that's gone well today. That is painted, just waiting for that to dry, then we'll take out the sheeting to have a look at that. And if we go onto the rear, you may actually notice from the front, yeah, so I don't know how many times I've taken these hubs off and on, the coilovers and everything like that. It's just getting a bit ridiculous now. But there is a good reason for doing this. And it's safety. I know a lot of you in the comments don't say we take safety seriously here, but this is one thing that we're not gonna chance, because this is one of the wheel nuts. I'm not exaggerating when I say that is the bolt to take the caliper off, and that is the wheel stud. Now, I don't know about you, but we've gone up 3 inches and 4 inches in the wheel diameter, and I don't want these measly little things holding them on. We have got some new studs. These are S13 studs actually. They're actually the ones that we took off the low brain car because we had to put extended studs onto there. So that's all good and easy, you may say, but obviously these are a different diameter, which means we have to drill out the old hubs and then tap these in, and then we're going to put a bit of weld on the back just to make sure these are properly in, just so there's nothing sketch about it. That's where we're at. I'm not going to film you of any boring of that because I've got about 2 hours of drilling ahead of me because it's really thick steel. So drilling hubs, that is what my next 2 hours looks like. And that's just an example of why these cars take so long sometimes, because when you start diving into them, you get jobs like these that aren't on the list, and it just sucks up time. It honestly does. That's the thing that takes the longest. Like, the kit fits on the car absolutely fine, no problem with the kit. It's the chassis. The chassis is the problem. We ran into rust. We ran into the wheels not being able to turn. We ran into the studs. The list goes on of the things that we've just ran into that slowed this process down. But still, end of this video, it will be on the road. We will be doing the first road test on this. We need to do the first road test because after it comes back from paint, it's going straight to gravity. So we need to get that done as fast as possible. But for now, got a fun time drilling. Now, I took these to the pillar drill to work my way through the drill bits so I got to the size that I needed. Then use a bench press to press them in, and then to really make sure they're secure, I put a tack of weld on. That was so much worse than I was expecting it to be. It's done. I welded them up. Disclaimer, not the best welder, but these are just tack welds. Yeah, realistically, they probably don't need them, but just something to make sure they're secure enough, I guess. Yeah, let's get this car all back together, and then we can do a final fit of the body kit before we take it all off again to get painted. Okay, so I've been finishing off the last, I don't know, 10, 20%, whatever it is, which is the hardest percentage of a car. And I think we're finally ready to take it off the ramp. Everything's buttoned up, the exhaust is buttoned up. Ready to hear the exhaust.
Yeah, all 660cc of pure power.
Don't forget the turbo. That squeak wasn't there anyways when we first started. A little pop there now! I think that's savage. And obviously the free exhaust matching the exhaust on the F40. Good job, Neil.
Yeah.
Right, let's get this kit on and get this thing on the road. I cannot stress how much this car's making us stress. It's, we haven't had the side skirt on until now and kind of forgot about it, I guess. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this has to be the last cut, so we need to, as we push this back, we need to cut there, cut this off, and fingers crossed, that'll be it. Neil's wondering what he did in a past life to deserve this. Quite a bit, I would say.
I was terrible. I said I must be the, I must have been the iceberg that sank the Titanic. I was that bad. Josh.
Bollocks.
That's the problem, sir.
Why didn't we go to those specs?
The door was closed, I didn't see them. I feel like you wouldn't see that.
Right. I reckon this is the moment, Neil. The door is there. We're so close. And I think we do have the lock to be able to get out. No Austin Powers lock. One clean swoop. She's out of there. She is finally out of there. I did hear a tiny bit of rubbing, but I'm going to ignore that.
We did it!
Neil, you made it out of the shed!
Get her gone!
I honestly think this is probably one of the most modified show cars that we've built in our garage. Isn't it all worth it?
Totally.
Okay, we're on the road. Woo. Okay, not as many scrapes as I was actually thinking. The tracking is all over the show. It is horrendous. No two ways around that. This is not the best road for a test drive, but it's the road that we've chosen. And realistically, this is a real life situation, because I do want this to be a road car. This is not just some show pony. This is not something that we're taking to the show. I want to drive this thing to the show. I want to drive this around. Oh my god, one bad thing about this kit, there's a lot of holes where the stones fly up alongside of it. Ride-wise, I mean, I put this thing on hard. I didn't want there to be much suspension travel or anything like that. So this is not going to be the smoothest ride right now. We're going to obviously make this softer and see where the happy medium is of this. But I mean, even it being hard, it's not too bad. And I'm really sorry for my anxious speaking here, but there's a million things going around in my head of what's tight, what's not, because this whole car has been dismantled. Oh, the dump valve sounds fantastic.
It's been a long week, and the garage is a tip, but we made our deadline for paint.
Okay, test drive over, and I think that was actually more successful than I thought it was going to be. There was a tiny bit of splitter flap, and at the back there, this almost came off, but it didn't come off, so that's good. Now this has just been completed. We're actually taking this to Joe O'Neill, that's the guy that's going to be painting it, and the guy that paints all of our cars. We're going to be taking this off the car, so we're going to deattach every single panel, put it into a van, and this is going to be the first car we've ever delivered to him in a van. And this complete car that he's going to be painting, which is quite mad to think. Oh. Next up, Joey O'Neill's. Right, Joey, I feel like my misery has ended and yours is only starting.
Yeah, here we go again. Oh, it's cool. We should be alright. And you've given me more than a day for this one. What have I got? 4 or 5 days?
Got almost like the week on this one. I'm not going to release the colour now, but I think it's a bit of a throwback to something, and I think it's going to look really cool on this, and it's still kind of a bit of a Ferrari-ish colour as well. That's the only hints that I'm going to give you. But for now, Joey, I'm going to leave you in your shed.
So, we're going to have a very busy week, but hopefully we'll be all happy by Saturday, Sunday.
Back in the shed, and let me tell you, this car has exhaust. It's exhausted so much that my camera's even gone on my battery. I was to 10 in this video on my phone. But I've just got to say that this is going to be the last video you're going to see on this car till it's revealed at Gravity on the 23rd and 24th of August. And I have actually heard that the people from Liberty Walk are going to be there and help with the reveal of this, which is absolutely wild. From seeing this car in Tokyo 2 years ago to revealing my own at one of the biggest car shows in the UK with the Liberty Walk guys is just mind-blowing. It's honestly a dream come true. And I can't thank you guys for watching and supporting enough. And I will say the AZ1 merch, I've seen it, it's in print, and it's going to be at Gravity. And honestly, I hope all you guys support that as much as you supported this build, and I can't thank you enough for that. But this may be the end of this car until it's revealed. I can't believe I'm saying this. We're building another car for Gravity, and we're starting it now. Literally off one onto the other, which is just wild, but you're gonna have to wait till that video, till we release what that's gonna be. And let me tell you, I think that's even more ambitious than this. It's just ridiculous what's going on. And honestly, I feel so grateful to be in an opportunity where I get to capture and film all things like this. So it's just bonkers to me. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button. It really does help with us, help with the algorithm on all the YouTube stuff and everything like that. But for now, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and see you guys on the next one.